So getting straight into it, this is me detailing my car from the sky. Now this is filthy, this car, it's the winter, so what do you expect? Funnily enough, would you believe me if I actually told you I detailed this car 5 days ago? Well, don't, it was about 5 weeks ago, but anywho. Starting off with the wheels, we've got the Maguire's wheel cleaner here. This will lift up all that brake dust. I've already done the one at the back for another video, but yeah, I'll spray that all over the front, leave that to dwell for about 2 minutes. In the meantime, I'll spray that wheel arch, all with a load of, oh look, having a little look at the drone, make sure it's not flown away. Spray all that heavy duty degreaser in the wheel arch. The wheel arch is actually the dirtiest part of the car, surprisingly. Some people think it's the wheels, they're probably second, but the wheel arch gets filled with all that thick mud. So I have used this long-handed brush just to scrape off all that dirt, because the wheel arch is actually quite a deep area. It goes in quite deep. Oh, looking at the drone again, just to make sure, oh again, I need to get a drone counter for the amount of times I have a look at this. That's 3 times now, but yeah, so just scrape away that wheel arch. Some wheel arches are like 4 times, Jesus. That's just scrape away the wheel arch, sorry. Some wheel arches are more sensitive than others. They will have maybe a carpety type material. In this case, mine was just plastic, so I can scrub quite hard. But yeah, moving on to the wheels, 5 times. Scrubbing at the wheel, sorry, the face of the wheel I start with. I use 2 brushes for this. The first one is this blue one. This has a little bit of a harder bristles than the second one, so that gets off the bulk of it. Then I just do the same process for this next brush. Cleaning the wheels are quite easy, especially these ones in particular, because it's quite a basic wheel. The front is all flat, and even the grooves are basically all the same shape, and there's only like 7 of them, so it's quite easy. Then I follow up after the face of the wheel by getting in the grooves here, as you can see. And then use one after this, which is a rougher type one, which will really lift off all of that harder set brake dust. And then when I hose off the wheel, by using these 4 brushes, they will be basically perfect. Other than any, Jesus, 6 times I've looked at the drone. Yeah, so the wheels will be basically perfect after I've used this. Then, yeah, hose it off as I said. Hose off all of that wheel arch, hose off all of that dirt that's probably collected on the top of the tyre that I've robbed from the wheel arch, and then yeah, hose that all off, and it's going to be nice and clean. But yeah, like I said, hose all that off, and then your wheels are done. After this, you can move on to the car itself, pump up that sprayer. This has got some pre-wash in there. This one in particular is the Stana Gloss Forced Pre-Wash. In hindsight, this was the first time I've used this product. It's very, very good. I highly recommend it. You only really need it on the lower part of the car, but I tend to just use pre-wash for the whole car. That's just the way I do it. It makes sure, it just makes sure that the car is spotless basically. Then hose it all off. As I said, in hindsight, I probably used more than I needed to. This Stana Gloss product is very good. You probably don't need as much as I used. You can also follow up straight after the pre-wash with a snow foam rather than rinse it off. However, I just tend to rinse off the pre-wash and then I cover it with snow foam. But yeah, either method will work. Then, like I said, chuck all of that snow foam on there, and then after that will be the first time that you make contact with it. Like 7 times I've looked at the drone. To be fair, credit to the drone, you know, it's not moved an inch. I'm very impressed. I might have to do some more of these in the future, but this is the satisfying part. Look, I already know I'm going to cut this up, turn it into a TikTok, Instagram reel, and all of these shorts. Yeah, look at that, it's lovely. Anyways, obviously I'm using a pink one for the purpose of the video. It's more satisfying than a white one. Snow foam that car up, wait 2 minutes, a couple of minutes. Obviously, you can wait a bit longer in the winter when it's cold. If you want to do it in the summer when it's hot, obviously you can't let it sit there for too long because it's hot and it will dry, which you don't want. So as you can see now, I'm cleaning with the wash mitt. Make sure to go in line with the direction of the panels. For example, the roof, you'd go back to front, back to front. The main thing to follow though is just don't swirl the paint, because that's how you will swirl the paint. Sorry, don't do it in swirl patterns, because that is how you'll swirl the paint. Then once you've done all of that, you just hose off the car, simple as that. And now your car will be pretty much perfect. If it's been dirty for quite a long time, you might have some small areas left. 8 times I looked at the drone. Some small areas may be left. In this case, you can spot treat it, i.e. spray a bit of the pre-clean or snow foam specifically on that one area and get at it. I will say I didn't use little brushes in the seals of the windows and all of that in this video, simply because the drone only has about 20 minutes of battery. So the same reason why I didn't dry off the car, because I checked on the drone and it didn't have much battery left. So as you can see, the car is very clean, very shiny, and it looks lovely. The wheels, everything lovely, apart from the windows, obviously, as you can see, because they need drying. But other than that, a very nice detail here. After this though, I would typically finish it off with some form of sealant or some wax sealant, maybe actually polish it and then do a wax, but some sort of product just to give it that hydrophobic coating is how I would finish it. So yeah, that is this video done. I don't want it to extend on too much, but yeah, that is detailing my car from an eye in the sky. So yeah, I just thought it was a cool angle. It's a little bit different to what other people have done. Hopefully it was interesting. Hopefully maybe you learned something. Let me know in the comments. And yeah, like, comment and subscribe.